Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and today I'd like to talk about an article that I just got finished reading about a company that is called Growdiaries. Actually, it's a website, growdiaries.com. They are how do I say it? A place where if you're trying to grow marijuana, if you're trying to grow weed, you can essentially post anonymously into this website. And let's just say, for example, you're starting off and you're in Florida, you're in Miami, Florida, and you have questions about the temperature, how much water your plants should have. It gives you like a community. So you could have other people in Miami, you could have people in Virginia, you can have people in California that's going to be giving you tips. Maybe your plants are not growing the way you want it to grow. They're not growing as strong and potent as you want it to grow. And people are able to privately post and just know that, the government's not going to be knocking on anybody's doors because, hey, we saw Joe Blow put something on a website and now it wants to investigate it. It's actually a pretty interesting website. If you go on it and even without logging in, you're seeing people converting their bedrooms. They're converting their backyards into these, these medical greenhouses. And some of it is just probably for recreational use, and some other I'm sure are businesses, are entrepreneurs, if you want to call it that, right? And they're growing weed, and it's a place where they can freely talk and freely be able to talk about their challenges and just talk about the market and things like that. So anyways, that's what the Growdiaries is. So they got hacked. And now the hackers are doing something that I thought was hilarious. The hackers, although the hackers were able to get the person's name, the person's email address, and most importantly, the person's IP address. An IP address is kind of like the internet version of a house address. It's a very it's something that you can only have one house address, right? You can only have one address that is 1835 Southwest 35th Street in Miami, Florida. So an IP address is kind of like your internet address. So if you have Comcast, Atlantic Broadband, Hotwire, whatever the case is, everybody has one individual IP address, and that can be tracked back directly to your home. So if you're working out of a home, your home has has an IP address. If you went to a Starbucks, then in that case, Starbucks has the IP address, and people would see that as Starbucks. So here's the funny thing. The hackers knowingly knows what this website is, and they were able to get into it because there was a flaw in the design of the website, and they were able to get these people's names, email addresses, and IP addresses. And now the hackers are taking that IP address, their house address, right? Their internet house address, and now they're contacting them. They're able to see, 92.5.7.6, that's Joe over there, and he lives in Southwest Miami. And now they're using that information to blackmail them. They're saying, hey, Joe, that converted bedroom, which is also known as where you keep all your stash, and in the state of Miami-Dade, you actually you're doing a felony right now. Yep, we know that's your video. We know that's what that converted room is. You got a medical marijuana grow house going on here, and if you don't pay us right now, we're gonna go ahead and shoot this video over to the police. Can you believe that? Here you are posting things that you thought was going to be anonymous. The website who says, yep, your information is going to be private. Don't worry. Post whatever you want to do about this illegal weed that you may be growing. They get hacked, and now hackers are using that now to go back and try to blackmail you. And the way they blackmail you is by demanding that you pay what is called ransomware. And ransomware is a digital currency that you pay that is pretty much untraceable. So the bad guys are now saying, Joe in Southwest Miami, we know that you have a medical marijuana grow house. We can go ahead and give this to the police, and you're probably going to get 5 years in prison, or pay us $10,000 and we'll just look the other way. And of course, Joe is freaking out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I just got an email from a hacker stating that they know everything I'm doing and it's true." And of course, Joe's going to most likely pay it. And then the hackers just continue that. So I thought that was hilarious because I mean, it's sad, but it's just to show you how the bad guys are using anything. Cybersecurity and cyber protection is so important. And, you know, just a word of advice. If you're doing anything illegal, there's a saying that says, you know, whatever happens in the darkness will come out to light. So just be careful, guys. If you're doing anything on the internet, anything on the computer, you can best to believe there's two agencies, there's two different people that's going to be able to one day see your information. The first one is hackers, and the second one is the government. Okay? Hackers and government. So if you're doing something online or you are doing something privately that you don't want anybody else to see, don't put it on your phone, don't put it on your computer, don't put it on a server, don't put it on the cloud, don't save it to your OneDrive, Dropbox, whatever the case is, because all of that can be hacked. This website in particular, they were proud that when you post things anonymously, that you cannot be tracked. But their internal database, when you registered, was hacked, and that's how these bad guys were going to be able to get in. So just be careful, stay safe, and just be careful because these bad guys are very creative now. They're very hungry. They know people are going to be wanting to pay anything so that their information is not out there, and especially for their information not being given out to the police. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to the button below so that you can be aware when we do go live and talk about everything related to IT security and cybersecurity. Bye-bye.